Hello everyone, this is Shadow Dragon from the DCUO community, and we're going to take a look at the winter event on the live server in this episode, because there are some slight differences this year compared to previous years. Like, they made some adjustments for efficiency, and it probably got changed a little bit due to the stats revamp, so they probably had to make some adjustments based on that. But we're going to go over the different nodes on the outside and how to do them efficiently. So this is going to use all the same principles as all the other seasonal outsides. Just like all the other ones, you're only going to be doing 1 damage against all the ads, so there's that to keep in mind. So one of the most important things about it that has been in effect for a number of years now is the damage split. So the way that works is the damage, like AoE damage especially, is going to split across ads that are close to each other. So in the case of the winter seasonal, there are going to be up to 3 ads. And if you're doing 1 damage on all of them, and it's split across 3, it's going to round to 0. If you're doing it against 1 that's close by, obviously you're going to do 1 damage, it'll still be effective. If you're attacking 2 that are close by, that would be 0.5 to each, which will round to 1, so you're still going to do the same damage. But if it's just 3 together, it's going to be 0, so you could be hitting them forever and never defeat them. So, keeping that in mind, you want to have a power that splits them, kind of blast them apart. So make sure you have that in your loadout, and of course there's always weapon attacks that will split them apart as well. So we're going to concentrate on 2 types of nodes. There are actually 3, but one isn't really done efficiently as a solo mission. We're just going to hit the ones that have the single trees. The ones with the snowman gifts, you can do those solo perfectly, but I guess it's not 100% that you're going to get everything. But these ones with the trees are 100%. So the first type is the Behemoth. So this guy's going to split into 3 ads. And 2 of the 3 are going to have the right gifts.
Give it to me!
So first I'm going to try to blast them apart. Now in previous years there used to be 2 Behemoths, and then each group of these 3 ads would only have 1 gift. So basically you'd be doing this twice. So this is the part that is most efficient this year.
Get away.
So this one is twice as fast as it was in previous years. Now let's hopefully get the other variety. Yep. Okay, so for the strategy for this one is there's going to be 8 total of these guys, but what you want to do is fight them away from the node. Away from the spawn point, I should say. Because if you fight them at the spawn point, while you're interacting with the gifts, there are going to be new ads that spawn. So you can see there's some new ads spawning, but they're not aggroed yet. So this ensures that I get all of them.
Just what I wanted.
But other than that, this one is the same as every other year. They didn't really make adjustments to this, although maybe they did to the crowd control effects on you, because it seems like I'm breaking out of them much faster than before. And remember, there's only 2 per node, so once you hit the two non-trapped gifts, you can move on to the next one. One of the most common mistakes I see here is that people just open all the gifts, and then like they get CC'd. So 3 ads once again, and still splitting them up. Yeah, see, if you block for that snap trap one, sometimes you get away from it. Okay, that's 1. And that's 2, so you could leave the rest. Something else to also keep in mind here is you'll want to do these like in a secluded area, because the factions are different here. So if a villain like interacts with a gift that you started, like if you started Node and a villain interacts with, or vice versa, you're not going to get credit for that, because what we're doing is we're trying to like give the gifts to the citizens, and the villains are trying to booby trap them. So it's the opposite quest. And if you're the same faction, you're going to run into the case where people just interact with every gift, so they're going to end up CCing you. Most people are not going to count for the 2. That's the problem here. So it'll be more efficient if you find secluded nodes that you do by yourself. Now, not every seasonal is the same in that regard, because a lot of them, like the shared credit, is very good. And also, not in all of them are the 2 factions like griefing each other, basically. But this one happens to be like that. Difficulty-wise, it's the same on either side. Like, there's nothing different mechanically.
Those are mine. I have to have it.
And of course we only have to get 9, so I'm not going to open all of these. So that should complete the quest.
Are you Santa Claus?
Now for this one you have to remember to complete it in your journal. So the outside needs to be completed in your journal for 6. If you do the alert, you automatically get 4. Now if you do both of them, you again have to hit the journal, and you get an additional 6. So you should get 16 per day for this event. This one pays very well. The other events are just 10. Because this one just has the bonus. I wish they all did, because that really helps out with all the stuff we have to buy. Let's go ahead and queue the alert. Hopefully it pops. It's at the end of the day, so I'm hoping the group is at least level 30. I'm 27, so 27 usually gets you into the level 30 groups. But I'm crossing my fingers because I don't know how to use this tune actually. So nothing really special about this event, especially after they fixed it.
Behind the security door. The excess energy in the building has shorted out the locking mechanism. Give it a good whack, and you should be able to get inside. Whoa, check out that horn. There's the power rings trapped inside those emitters. They're fueling the shield surrounding him. Get in the mix and interrupt the flow of energy.
Okay, actually there is something to keep in mind, like for the last fight. It's the four gifts that are going to end up
That will temporarily disable the shield.
that we can interact with. For that, you have to pay attention to the compass points on the mini-map. The key one is the east side, because that's the one you have to get rid of. The west side is the healing one, and then the other two are constructs. Now the thing about the constructs, and I don't totally have this memorized, is one of them will spawn a construct if you interact with it, and one will spawn a construct if you don't interact with it. I don't remember which one is which. But the important one is really the one you have to toss out.
The weather outside is frightful, but my presents are so delightful. So if you've got nowhere to go, just get out. The stars is and I'm not sharing.
For these rounds, it's best if everyone takes a corner and tries to trap the ad, because that way you don't have to interact, you don't have to carry the ball. See, it just drops right into it. Okay, here we are, last round. So I'm going to station myself on the east side.
My construct core. What's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine. Mine, I tell you. My rings! My precious rings! I wasn't hurting anyone. Well,
Great job. The Green Lantern Corps can take it from here. Getting those rings out of Larfleeze's hands will make the holiday season safer for everyone.
Yep, so there you have it. That was a pretty good group. 2 level 30s. But as with other scaling events that I've shown before, here's the difference in the stats revamp. So it happens with seasonals too. They're clamping by item. So it's piece by piece rather than the total. So it's not scaling out your skill points and your mods anymore. So even if you're low level, if you have like high skill points, you're still going to be pretty good for these. And we're not as squishy as before, below 30, because previously, like below 30, you'd be gone in 3 shots. But that's it for the seasonal event. We have the outside and the inside, and this thing's going to run till January 2nd. So happy hunting, farming those marks. Thanks for watching.